one and only Off the Bottom is coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Masters of the Universe Origins evil warrior goddess, EVIL-LYN, as opposed to the heroic warrior goddess that Teela was. EVIL-LYN's the evil one. Isn't it EVIL-LYN? You get all that. For the package, though, absolutely gorgeous. I've said it time and time again, I love the throwback. It's really very, very well done. You got this nice open blister that fully showcases the figure. You can see the mini comic there in the back, which is identical to all the ones that we've gotten. Of course, you got the modern posing retro play burst right there, new for 2020. Come around to the back. That is gorgeous. I love that. Oh, that's so colorful and evil still. See, she holds her crystal ball very nicely. You got the other figures in this first assortment, which this is the last one, which really makes me sad until we get the new ones. And you get a little bit of a read up here that says EVIL-LYN wields frightening magic, making her both Skeletor's greatest ally and his worst enemy. She always kind of was like a Starscream-ish sort of character that always wanted to try to usurp him and take over things for herself, but absolutely fantastic. So without further ado, let's get her out here and see how cool she actually is. And here we have EVIL-LYN open up and out of her packaging. And again, much like all of these Origin figures, she does come with the Beast Barrage mini comic. A few pages of really fun storytelling and terrific art. And then on the back, you can see the other characters and figures that are available in this first wave. For her accessories, though, she really doesn't come with much. All she comes with is her wand or staff, which feels like she's a little bit lacking, I guess, when it comes to accessories. I mean, Teela came with her staff, her snake armor, her shield. Skeletor came with his Havoc staff, as well as the half of the power sword. Beastman came with his whip, but he also had some armor bits as well. Man-at-Arms, obviously, all of his armor. He-Man, we know what he came with. So it feels like it's a little bit lacking with her, but I don't really know what else you could have given her. But this is still really very nice. Sculpt is very cool looking. You can see you got the little claw section coming up here with the crystal ball at the top. That looks really nice. Just done up in this light bluish plastic. I dig it. Sometimes it looked like a staff. Sometimes it looked like a little wand. So whatever you want to do. For the figure though, let's do the comparison. Here I have Teela still posed from the previous video that I shot. You can see that really the only thing that's different between these two characters would be the head sculpt. The paint is obviously different. Yellow for her skin tone, the light blue, the purplish. That's all basically the exact same in terms of the sculpt. It's the head that gets different. This head sculpt is really very cool looking. Both of them still look really very nice. I do like I mean, when you come in and take a close look at the lines, I think they did it, if I get it to focus, when you look at like her eyelashes, I mean, you can absolutely see that she's got eyelashes painted in there. So they did a really nice job painting those lines on her. That's really quite impressive. So there she was with Teela. I haven't been doing this as much as I should. I should bring in other figures. So here is Skeletor. That's my really bad impression of him. But you can see size-wise what you're basically looking at, especially when he's completely standing upright. There is a noticeable size difference, but I mean, it works, I think. These are much smaller figures because obviously they're much smaller characters. And you know, I have been lying to you guys. I apologize. I always kept saying that I don't have any vintage figures to compare these to. Technically, I do. I have Rock-On and Stondar. These are the only two vintage figures that I have, just because I've always really liked them. I know that the Stone people kind of have this love-hate relationship with Masters of the Universe fans, and personally, I love them. These two are the only ones from the vintage line that I have. I also still have the classic versions of these, which I'll probably never get rid of, but I just always thought it was fun that they could be little rock dudes. I mean, that's fun to me, but there you go, some vintage comparisons for you. For her articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you can rotate that around. You can also pop it off, and if you wanted to, you could put Teela's on there. Same with her arms. You could yank those out of her socket. The shoulders are on pin hinge joints, so you can hinge those up and down. You can rotate those all the way around as well. She does have a hinge and swivel at the elbow, hinge and swivel at the wrist itself. She does have a waist rotation, ball joint, forward, back, in and out, bends here at the knee. It also does rotate at the knee, and then you have the boot cut. This is a little bit tighter than, say, Tila's was. Tila's, well, hers felt a little bit loose there. Hers are really nice and secure, so I do appreciate that. And then you do have the ankle tilt, as well as the forward and back. You got peg holes in case you need them. Overall, really very cool. EVIL-LYN was basically, and I kind of said this, like the Starscream to Skeletor. She was obviously loyal-ish, but if she ever got the opportunity to take over, she would have easily have done it. There's no question in my mind that she would have taken over that role from Skeletor. So really a fun character. And like I said, in the original vintage releases, we didn't get her until much later. So it's cool to get her now. I really do appreciate that Mattel rounded things out. Now, granted, when you look at them, we have a total of 3 good guys, and we got 3 bad guys. So I like how they rounded that out and kept it fairly balanced. I guess you could technically say you got 4 if you include Prince Adam. So we need another bad guy. But really fun. Really, really fun. Are they going to be for everybody? No, absolutely not. This entire first wave, though, has done nothing but made me feel nostalgia, made me feel happiness. And like I say at the end of my videos, the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. I strongly believe that. A lot of people think that I stole that from another YouTuber or took a variation of that from another YouTuber. You know, talking about you don't grow old because you stop playing. No, my sign off is a quote from Walt Disney. Toys should be fun. I see so many people going around trying to find these right now, and they're scalping them. They're charging $50 for $15 figures, and it makes it not fun. When you look at all the stuff that's going on in the world, there should be some level of joy that we get from collecting toys. Keep that in mind, guys. These are toys. They're meant to bring joy and happiness to our life. But all that being said, if EVIL-LYN or any of the new Masters of the Universe Origin figures are ones that you would like to add to your collection, for the remainder of 2020, they will be exclusive to Walmart stores. They're out, you just gotta find them. So if you're looking, good luck and happy hunting. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. If you like this video, I would really appreciate if you would do one very small thing for me, and that's simply just to hit that thumbs up button. That one very small but powerful statement really does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really very much appreciate it. Also, I want to send a huge shout out to all of my patrons who, through their continued support, now more than ever help to make reviews like this possible. And if you'd like information on how you can help support my channel by becoming a patron, you can do so for as little as $1 a month. Feel free to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/optibotimus. And as always, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.